28 Years Later is an upcoming post-apocalyptic horror film directed by Danny Boyle and written by Alex Garland, scheduled for release on June 20, 2025. Set nearly 3 decades after the initial rage virus outbreak depicted in 28 Days Later, the film explores a world where the virus has led to widespread devastation. Survivors have found refuge on an isolated island connected to the mainland by a narrow, guarded path. The mainland, now overrun by infected individuals exhibiting new mutations, presents a constant threat. The narrative follows Jamie, portrayed by Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who ventures into the infected mainland. There, he encounters other survivors living in dire conditions, as well as human factions whose behavior rivals the horrors of the infected. The film also stars Jodie Comer and Ralph Fiennes, with Fiennes playing a doctor who becomes a significant ally. While it's unconfirmed if Cillian Murphy will reprise his role from the original film, there are hints that his character may return in a significant way. 28 Years Later aims to continue the franchise's exploration of human survival amid a viral apocalypse, delving into themes of isolation, mutation, and the enduring struggle for safety in a transformed world. 22 years later, we have our first look at 28 Years Later. Danny Boyle and Alex Garland's Not a Zombie Movie arrived after Sony dropped a poster last week, followed by a cryptic SOS teaser. Released in 2002, 28 Days Later starred future Oppenheimer Oscar winner Cillian Murphy as Jim, a bike courier who wakes from a coma to discover that a highly contagious rage virus that induces aggression has led to the total collapse of society. Boyle did not consider the now classic to be a zombie movie, but it is credited with reinvigorating the subgenre at the time. One of the sequel's stars, Ralph Fiennes, previously revealed details about what to expect from the next film. Britain is 28 years into this terrible plague of infected people who are violent, rabid humans with a few pockets of uninfected communities, Fiennes told IndieWire in October. And it centers on a young boy who wants to find a doctor to help his dying mother. He leads his mother through this beautiful northern English terrain. But, of course, around them hiding in forests and hills and woods are the infected. But he finds a doctor who is a man we might think is going to be weird and odd, but actually is a force for good. Fiennes plays that good doctor, and the movie also stars Jodie Comer, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Jack O'Connell, and Alfie Williams. "28 Years Later will be the first of a new trilogy and, according to Fiennes, this film and the next one have both been shot already." Murphy returns as an executive producer, though he'll also appear in the movie itself, and we might have seen him already. The trailer features one of the infected rising out of a field of flowers, and it sure looks like a zombified Murphy. Sony released a new plot synopsis that reveals even more story details. A group of survivors lives on a small island connected to the mainland by a single, heavily defended causeway, the description reads. When one of the group leaves the island on a mission into the dark heart of the mainland, he discovers secrets, wonders, and horrors that have mutated not only the infected but other survivors, as well. Time didn't heal anything, the poster tagline ominously intones. 28 Years Later, directed by Boyle and written by Garland, will premiere in theaters June 20, 2025.